folks, my name is William Bartley. I'm the Artistic Director for Cup of Hemlock Theatre, and I'm also going to be directing the polished reading of Ghosts by Henrik Ibsen. The reason we chose Henrik Ibsen's Ghosts to put on as one of our first performances for Cup of Hemlock Theatre is because one, it's public domain, which makes it all the more accessible, but two, Ibsen has such a beautiful balance between prosaic and poetic languages, and the ideas that are explored within his play Ghosts match perfectly with our mandate. There's explorations of trauma, there's explorations of the human experience, and a lot of the things that we grapple with on a day-to-day basis as people. As a director, one of the things that I'm always most focused on is the text that's being employed within the play. Ibsen, of course, as I just previously mentioned, has a beautiful balance of prosaic and poetic languages, and by doing this over a Zoom call, we have to pay attention to exactly what words are being used and how these words synthesize together to give us a thesis of the show. Normally in a rehearsal space, you would have a lot of movement that would be incorporated with the piece, but because it's so focused and framed within the Zoom call, we're going to have a chance to really get into the nitty-gritty pieces of the text work. The biggest challenge that I've had to overcome switching over to a Zoom call format in terms of putting on this performance is that I tend to try and employ a lot of organic techniques in the training and in the structure of the performance itself. I don't really get the opportunity to work with the actors one-on-one or within a circle together as a collective and get them to move through the different uses of breath and how movement and gesture can enforce some of the language choices being employed. So I really have to adapt some of my language choices to match the different schools of thought and training that these other actors that I'm working with are bringing to the table. The reason that I think that our viewers should be excited to check out this play is because I think it explores a somewhat of an untapped market in terms of performance nowadays. It explores trauma in depth and in detail. It doesn't shy away from a lot of the scarring issues that people experience during their lifetime. It deals with abuse, it deals with addiction, it deals with manipulation. These are all elements at some point or another most of us in our existence have dealt with, and I think that it deserves a little bit more of an address in terms of the public eye. I'm a little bit saddened that Ghost is actually one of Ibsen's least performed plays because I think in terms of the text and what it offers, it could perhaps be one of his best plays and explorations of this very serious topic. In any case, it's a very heavy show, but it's got some beautiful language behind it, and I'm working with an incredible cast of people. Thank you so much for listening. Cheers.